Hey everybody, welcome back to the Nihongoji YouTube channel. Today, I'm telling you about 3 experiences that made me absolutely fall in love with Japan. Let's get started. So we all know that Japan is an amazing place, right? There really is no other place quite like Japan. We also hear sometimes that there are some dark sides to Japan. Maybe we'll get to that in another video, but I will tell you right now, having had the opportunity to visit quite a few different countries around the world, I gotta say there are some experiences that I've only been able to have in Japan, and I'm sure are pretty unique to Japan at this point. But let's dive right into number 1. Picture this. My family was visiting me over Thanksgiving. We were traveling up in northern Japan, going from place to place, jumping from Shinkansen to rental car to other Shinkansen, visiting just these amazing places that I'll have to talk about in another video. Anyways, for that morning, we had a car rental scheduled for 10 a.m. And let me tell you, of course, as things are, my family was tired from traveling already. Let's just say we weren't on time that morning for the car rental. We were having a slow breakfast, so I decided to call up the car rental place to let them know, hey, you guys, I'm sorry, sumimasen, we're gonna be late. We're gonna arrive to pick up the car at 11 a.m. instead of 10 a.m. And they're like, okay, we'll see you then. No problem. So we have breakfast, we head over to the car rental place at 11 a.m. and here's the situation. I had booked the car rental place online. The reservation was already paid, which was not even that expensive to begin with. What's more, I think you'll agree with me that the reason we were late was completely our fault, not the fault of the rental companies. And lastly, I said nothing. I didn't ask for anything just to start the process of taking out the car. And do you know what they did? What the staff member said to me at that point? He goes, for the hour of the car that you didn't use, we're gonna go ahead and process a refund. A refund for the hour that you didn't use. At that point, I was like, there's no way. There's no way this is happening. You guys have our money. The fact that we were late was completely our fault. Everything's already settled. We're just ready to take the car and continue our trip. And you want to go ahead and process a refund for the single hour that we didn't use? Let me tell you, this blew my mind. Coming from the US, I could never imagine having a similar experience anywhere else, unless you were really in the countryside and everyone knew each other. But come on! I mean, if this was US company as it stands now, they'd probably be charging us a late fee for picking up the car late. You know what I mean? This might not only be in Japan, but let me tell you, the amount of good experiences of just basic human decency, especially in business dealings, is gonna be very high compared to that you'll have in other countries. Not to put Japan on the pedestal, but you gotta say things as they are. Give praise where it's due. Similarly, when you jump in a taxi in Japan, you might be worried about maybe getting scammed. If you just arrive at the airport in Japan and you get in a cab, you might worry that they'll charge you a higher price. And I'm sure there are some scams throughout Japan, but in general, you don't need to worry at all. Because the taxi drivers here, it's one of the only countries that I've gone to where you don't have to be afraid at all that a salesperson, taxi driver, anyone is gonna try to take advantage of you when it comes to money. In fact, more than once, taxi drivers here have gone the extra step of apologizing to me when there was traffic and even going as far as to stop the meter early as if the traffic was their fault. I don't get it. I don't get it, but I love it. And no, I want to get it. I want to get it. I think that these examples are truly things that I believe we should strive to emulate, no matter where we are in the world. We all can strive to be just a little bit more decent to the people around us, even if it's in a business setting. Okay, moving on. So for this one, I was traveling back to Japan from LAX. Boy, for those of you who know LAX, you know it's not the prettiest airport in the world. They're working on it. I'm excited to see what it's gonna look like when it's done. But man, you know how they have those moving walkways, those like walkable, not escalators, but the moving walkways, right? I'm sorry, but they were absolutely filthy in LAX. Just absolutely filthy. Okay, I don't want to dunk on LAX or LA at all. It's my hometown. I love it. There's so many great things about it. But man, I gotta say, it's not the cleanest place. Anyone who has eyes can see that and recognize that, okay? It's not a dunk. It's just the truth. And so, you know, there's gum sticking on there. It's covered with dust. It's all dirty from years of use. Okay, no problem. So what? That's how things are. But then, flying from LAX straight to Haneda, an airport in Tokyo, there I arrive. And what do I see? The walkable escalator in Haneda Airport is closed. Why? Because they have 5 people. I'm not even kidding you. 5 people, grown men, hunched over that escalator with like these toothpick-like metal cleaning utensils, and they're just cleaning all the dust and all the grime and all the dirtiness from an already clean walkable escalator. I couldn't believe it. I was like, this is why Japan is so clean. It's because people actually put in the time and effort to keep things clean. Mind blown. I would say cleanliness is treated more as a priority, not as an afterthought in Japan. I mean, let me tell you this. What US company would go through wasting precious man hours, have their paid salaried employees spend so much time cleaning the minutia, cleaning such tiny spaces such as in between the teeth of the walkable escalator? It's just inconceivable that a company striving to make the maximum amount of profit as possible in the US would do something similar. I'm sorry. It's just not happening. But this is not me talking trash about the US. This is me telling you just, wow, about this amazing experience that I had in Japan and how we can all, again, stand to learn from it. Treat the things you own nicely, throw trash away where it should be thrown away, and keep your surroundings clean. The public places that everyone uses, keep them clean as well. The airports, it's nice. It's nice to live in a cleaner space, less full of grime, right? And we can all strive to be a little bit more like Japan like that. I mean, I hear stories from my Japanese friends who land in LAX, even ex-girlfriend. I feel bad for them because, gosh, the difference in experience you have when you land in LAX versus the airports that you have here in Japan is just night and day. It doesn't even compare, right? You arrive in LAX, the people, they put on this gruff attitude for some reason. The ceilings that are crumbling, and again, the dirty escalators. It's just not a pleasant experience. Not to mention the lines. Oh, goodness. It's crazy, but it is what it is. Okay, so lastly, I want to tell you about another amazing experience that I had when traveling with my family. I was showing them around to Kanazawa in Ishikawa Prefecture. Beautiful place. If you ever have the opportunity of going, I really recommend it other than the usual, Tokyo, Kyoto, and Osaka. It's a great place that you can go as well if you have a little bit more time on your trip here. And we're walking along. It's Sakura season. Not only did we see the most beautiful, full bloom Sakura, end of March, early April, if you get lucky with your timing, you'll be able to see this. And there's an amazing park in Kanazawa called Kenrokuen. It's next to the castle. Oh, it's one of the most beautiful places ever to visit during the Sakura season. But also, I mean, even if it's not Sakura, it's definitely worth visiting during whatever season. But not only was that super beautiful, but as we were walking along the castle grounds, all of a sudden, there's a group of people doing, hanami. If you haven't heard of hanami, it's where either company workers or friends or, even family, they get together and they basically bring food, drinks, and get super drunk usually during the daytime up to the evening, usually under the sakura, under the cherry blossoms. It's cherry blossom viewing season, right? And that's one of the traditions that happens here every year. And so there's this group of Japanese people also doing this hanami picnic under the cherry blossoms on the castle grounds. And they just call out to my family like, hey, where are you from? Hey, come here, hey, whatever. And my family, they're used to traveling the world, but not just Japan just yet. And so, of course, they're kind of apprehensive, who are these, people strangers that we don't know? Stranger danger, right? Stranger danger, gotta be careful. Who knows what these people want? If this was someone random calling out to you in LA, would you go join them for a picnic? Depending on the area, yes, but still, it's kind of something that you want to avoid, right? Am I crazy? And so my family was like, okay, we'll just kind of say hi, but then maybe just keep moving on. But I was like, hey, hold on a second. These people seem friendly. And this is Japan, right? They're just enjoying hanami season. And so what we do, we walk up to them, I say hi, speak in Japanese, introduce my family. And what do you know, for the next 30 minutes, it felt like an eternity, right? But we basically got spirited away. I'm not even kidding. All of a sudden, a whirlwind starts where they start telling us to try out these snacks and try out this sake and introducing this amazing sake that they brought just for this. And this guy's a sake master and they have fun experiences of traveling abroad in my family. And we had no plan on drinking, but all of a sudden we're trying this sake, we're trying that, trying this little tsumami. I'm vegan. They even have some vegetable snacks for me and they're so nice. And it's this wild experience of my family not communicating Japanese, right? But somehow communicating with gestures and simple words and them too, and them becoming friends and all this crazy, magical, wonderful experience, like a scene you'd see in a movie. I kid you not. I've been in Japan for 8 years. It's not like I have this experience every day, but just me being, hey, yeah, maybe let's go join these people. They seem friendly. And just basically giving my family one of the most memorable experiences from their trip in Japan. Just those, yeah, it was not more than 30 minutes, but let me tell you, when we got up and continued on our trip in Kanazawa, now we're all drunk and all happy and we have no idea what just happened other than we joined a hurricane that was this magical flurry of just smiles and laughter and sake and good food and just such an amazing experience. And that's it. Like, I'm not saying that there's no stranger danger in Japan. I'm not saying there's no crime here. I'm not saying you shouldn't be careful. But let me just tell you, it's a lot safer here, and it feels nice when you don't have to be looking over your shoulder every second or doubting everyone that you meet for the first time. You know, is this person safe? Is he a weirdo? Is he okay? It's just a breath of fresh air, and then joining this random group and having one of the most memorable experiences of my life as well. It's another amazing experience that, you know, made me fall in love with Japan under the cherry blossoms and everything. As an added bonus, I will tell you, the next day, we drive about an hour from there to Kaga Onsen, this very little known onsen town. At least, I'm not sure many foreigners go there, but between Kanazawa and Fukui, I take my family there. We go to stay for just one night at this very nice ryokan, Japanese style hotel, right? And little did we know, this guy dressed in one of the nicest, cleanest suits at the reception, greeting us. All of a sudden, his eyes open up like this, even though he's one of the most professional looking people there at this super nice establishment. And oh my goodness, he's like, by any chance, were you the people at the Hanami the other day? Oh my goodness. We have this sudden realization that he was one of the drunkest, happiest people at the Hanami the other day, just drinking and offering us things and sakes to taste and everything. All of a sudden dressed super nicely, super professionally at this super nice establishment and being like, "Irashaimase." And us just being like, what? The drunkard guy who was having so much fun the other day, now he's looking like this? We couldn't believe it. He couldn't believe it. Because this was an hour away, a whole hour away by driving from where we were, in the middle of nowhere at this random ryokan that we decided to go to for one day. And we were just so happy to see each other again. He was so nice. He gave us access to some of the private onsens. He gave us a bottle of, again, really nice sake, and such pleasant experiences all around whenever you're traveling and meeting these people across Japan. Again, this is the last time I'm gonna say this, but this is not unique to Japan. You're gonna have amazing experiences traveling wherever you go. But I will say, the amount of good experiences, the amount of positive experiences that you can have in a safe manner here in Japan, I'm pretty sure Japan wins out for the time being. When you look at the amount of good experiences that you can have in Japan versus other countries when you're traveling, especially solo traveling. It's not only a great place to travel in, but also a great place to be if you can find your place and get over, of course, the negative, maybe worse sides of Japan. But anyways, that's it for this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And this is really something that I also want to tell you, but when you visit Japan, this is something my dad says. You know, when he comes to Japan and he sees all these nice people and these businesses doing well by their customers and everything, and people throwing away trash the right way, not just throwing it everywhere, he really says that coming to Japan makes you want to be a better person. And I'm not saying Japanese people are better people than anyone else, but it's just the culture here and the people here and the atmosphere in general. It emphasizes good behavior. It emphasizes and it kind of rewards good behavior, and it makes you want to be a better person and do better by others. And I think that's something that we can all learn from and that we can all strive to do in our daily lives, both inside of Japan and out. So this is your little reminder to do a little extra something nice to not just yourself, but the people around you, whether it's at work, your friends, your family. Just take a little moment and be a good person. Be more like Japan. We could all stand to do a little bit more of that. See you next time. Bye-bye.